Yes, behind me is quite possibly one of the most insane, amazing views I think I've ever filmed a golf tip in. That right there is Gibraltar, the Rock of Gibraltar. It's amazing, isn't it? So you're going to enjoy that throughout this video, but please do make sure you're listening to this because this might help you no end with your ball striking. Because this video is aimed at those golfers that miss the center. Do you hit too many shots from the toe? Do you hit too many shots from the heel? I personally, toe side of center is always my issue, and you do lose yardage. You do lose at least 10 yards depending on how badly you've actually managed to hit it. To get your awareness of ball striking, if you hit the toe, you will often feel the club twist backwards away from the target. If you hit the heel, you'll often feel the toe turn inwards. Really important actually, you understand where you strike the golf ball from on your bad shots, because you need to understand where you're hitting the bad shots from so you know what avenue to go down in order to correct it. I'm hoping this golf tip I'm going to give you today looks after both of those scenarios. If you're a little bit toe or heel side, these little drills today I think can make a huge difference to your ball striking. Often we see golfers that kind of swing the club a little bit, they try really hard to get the club on the inside, often have to move the lower body in to accommodate the club being stuck behind the body, and then the hands flip. Now I might be slightly exaggerated in this position, I've never seen anyone do this, but that's what brings the hands in closer to the body. Every golfer always wants to try and shallow it out. If I shallow it out and bring my hands in this close to my body, I'm now asking for the toe to be hit, because if I've started there and I bring my arms closer to my body, I'm on the toe side. It just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So that's one of the reasons, that's one of the things we're going to really work on today. Now, I want you to try and get the sensation that once you get to the top of the backswing here, you're going to use your trail arm, your right arm, just to extend down in front of your right thigh or your trail thigh, okay? So you get to the top of the backswing, and then you're just going to extend your arms down. So you're always keeping your hands in front of your thigh. Again, I grew up in a bit of an era actually where the advice was swing to the top, put your hands in your pocket. So obviously your pockets are on this angle going in that way. So it would always be loop it behind you and put them into your pockets. You couldn't put them into your pockets on this direction. So that's where I think we end up being early extended, stuck, and then we have to flip, and the toe strikes come in far too often. So I want you to get to the top of the backswing, pull the arms down in front of the right thigh, shift your weight and turn through. Now this advice is exactly the same for the golfers that have that spin from the top of the backswing. The golfer that gets to the top of the backswing and spins the shoulders. Now the reason why you spin the shoulders is because a lot of advice that you'll get is all about get to the top of the backswing, fire the hips. Absolutely not the wrong advice. How you're doing it might be the incorrect way of doing it. You've got to the top here, and if you look at where my hips go, if I swing up to the top, if I turn my hips and my shoulders follow, the club goes there. What you've got to remember is you get to the top of the backswing, and this is another fantastic drill by the way, you get to the top of the backswing, you fire your hips, but this club head on my right shoulder has got to go downwards. So now you notice I've stayed in posture, my lower body's opened up to the target, my weight is on my lead side, but I'm keeping the golf club underneath my chest in front of my body. If I put the golf club there, we go to the top. Imagine that I've got the club across my shoulders again, my right arm's come down in front of my body, and that's my impact position. So even if you swing it to try and get too shallow and drop it inside, or you're a golfer that spins from the top, if we spin and release, we're out there, and we come in and we cut across it. And when we cut across it, we're leading to the golf ball with the heel. So the key thing here, like I say, this is for every golfer. Set up, shoulders across, club across your shoulders, swing up to the top of the backswing. Notice how the shaft angle here is about a 45-degree angle. I never want to see it like this. So again, I see a lot of golfers that swing, you start in posture, and they swing up to the top of the backswing like that. Now from here, you're probably the golfer that drops it inside, okay? Because you've been trying to shallow it. You've been getting to the top of the backswing and you've been trying to drop that right shoulder down. So if you swing up to the top of the backswing, you do not have this 45-degree angle, I think you're going to be in trouble, okay? So you take your setup, you get your rotation, 45-degree angle, back down in front. Look at, for me as I look down now, the club head is in front of my right toe. My lower body is out to the target. My pressure is on my lead side. My left hip is over my lead foot, and I come up into a follow-through position. It's a really basic drill, but you know what? For golfers that are quite advanced and, let's say, single-figure handicap to low handicap golfers, this gives you a bit of a feel, a bit of an understanding of how the angles work, because your shoulders and your hips work differently. If you think about, if I stand up completely straight and just turn my shoulders around my spine, my shoulders are 90 degrees to my spine, correct? Tilt 45 degrees forward approximately, and make that same tilt, make that same rotation, keeping your shoulders rotating around the spine, and now we end up in that 45-degree angle relative to the ground. Well, not relative to this ground because I'm on an upslope, but you get that motion, okay? Really important that we understand the correlation between how the hips work and how the shoulders work. And we don't get to the top of the backswing for those slicers and we just clear the hips and off the club goes out there and we get the slice. Or we don't want to be, oh, get that club inside and hit a draw, bosh, toe shot. So we still want to be making sure that the golf club is working down in front. Now, to digress a little bit, if I have the golf club there, draw. If I have the golf club there, fade. They're the kind of the real draws and fades, not the loop on the inside or the swing left and spin it right. Okay, they're the ways you lose distance while hitting that shape of shot you're trying to do. So for the straighter shot, let's say, little practice swing, get your rotation. Golf butt of the club here is pointing pretty much just at the ball or just left the ball. Now my right shoulder, my golf club head is going to point down towards the front of my right foot. I'm going to take my posture, I'm going to recreate that move. I've hit the best shot I've hit all week. I've got the wrong, oh no. That could have actually gone in there. I was about to say it was short, but it took a little hop forward as it landed. And it's finished what I reckon is going to be super, super close. And a hole that hasn't been overly kind to me this week. We're just here at La Hacienda Golf Club here in Spain. I'm actually with Gaz's Golf. I'm sure you will follow Gaz as well. We're playing some matches, doing some content. Massive thank you to them for having us. It is an incredible place. It's amazing. As you can obviously see from my backdrop, it is sensational. So making sure that that transition is working more in front of your body. And if you've got any friends that you think, oh, he always tries to hit shallow out and hit that draw and can't do it, or he definitely swings it and spins from the top and slices it, send them this video, because hopefully it could help them too. Obviously, if you're playing them for $10 a round, maybe you probably won't send it them, but please do. Golf's a friendly game. So we set up again. Take my setup, good posture, shoulders, right shoulder up, left shoulder down. There, I've cleared my lower body as I'm doing it. I'm not saying don't turn your hips. Turn the hips, clear the hips, fire the hips, whatever you want to do. But this upper body position has got to work the golf club back down. Straighten that right arm down in front of your right thigh. And then release the golf club through impact. Just another middle strike. I should have filmed this golf tip at the start of the week, because I would have been middling it all week and not towing it. Honestly, sometimes these golf tips are inspired by my own game as well as yours. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like, subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, but also share it to your mates, get it out to that golfing community. And from La Hacienda in south of Spain, see you next time.